Hello Krastorio people, Fenton here. Let's continue with reverse engineering a mega base. I have not touched this since the last episode. Stuff has been going on. It's late on Tuesday night. I have once again made several life choice mistakes. But you know what? It's fine. Let's go, shall we? We're going to do advanced tech cards today, which need 4 inputs of quite high amounts. 20 gear wheels, 15 blank tech cards each. That's kind of a lot. So that should be a slightly different challenge to these easy ones, easy-ish ones. But not as difficult as the productivity ones, which are backed up for some reason. What's going on? Nothing. It's all just fine. It's all just fine. Alright, let's do the usual, shall we? Let's copy one of these, I guess. Copy this, bung it down. See what we got. Except we want you to make advanced tech cards. And we need some power. So 6 of these should be the target. 5,016. How did we not get this to be correct? I thought the other ones were pretty much bang on, weren't they? Was 5,016 the actual... No, 5,016 is what we're doing. That's as close as we were able to get it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay. 6 of these. 5,016 tech cards per minute. That's going to need more than half a belt of engine units, more than half a belt, more than 1 belt of sulfur batteries. Ugh. But we're going to do them in rows of 3. So that's what we decided. We might have to change this slightly. We might have to do a sort of system that we've done up here, where we stack them, and also it's going to be each one of these is going to need a decent number of immersium gear wheels. So how best do we want to achieve this? Of course there is the vague easy answer of something like this. These can be further apart. I don't know why I copy and pasted the one that was not as close, not as far apart as possible. Is that right? Is that in range? Yeah, just about. Please, squeak through, please. Get rid of this. Put that there, I suppose. These could even be one further away as well. You know what? It's just going to be easier to just scrap the whole thing. Scrap the whole video. Scrap the whole video. Do the actual as far away as possible thing, rather than copy and pasting that malarkey. And I will do the same thing I do every time by doing this rotational symmetry thing and then realising that that doesn't work when you want to tile them next to each other, but whatever, it's all good fun. Question is, do we actually even want to put the singularity beacons down, or should we design it like this? So, if you put the loaders here like this, the 4 loaders like this, then the underground belts can go in like this. You arguably don't even... You probably do need the loaders for everything that's not the gear wheels. Like, should power it just to be sure. If it's like this, then you're not using as much, because you haven't put as many speed modules down. But this also doesn't go to 5,000 as easily. So the more speed modules you put down, let's just do it with, let's not faff around. let's just do it with the loaders. Saves a whole bunch of problems. That means we can load into the quantum computer at 90 items per second if we need to. And then how many beacons did we say? It's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whole beacons and a half. 6.5 beacons. And we'll leave a space for the output, which is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll put the half up there just for now. Six of these should be... No? Oh wait, 6.5. I can count. I can count. This is the rock solid content you will come here for. I know that. Yeah, 5,016. There we go. All right. So each machine does not even need a whole belt. So doing like we've got up here, but with all the separate inputs, might be a better option than this where they go through, because if we were to do 3 in a line, too many things need too many belts. It would be difficult to squeeze a whole belt of lithium sulfur batteries, a whole belt of tech cards, 2 belts of gear wheels, and then the electric engine units will have to go on their own belt. Getting 4 belts weaved through would not be a good idea, so we'll do it like this. So then 6 of these just means that our train output needs to be 1 belt of engines, 2 belts of sulfur batteries, 3 belts of tech cards, and then we need to sort out this immersium gear wheel thing. So with the gear wheels we could do kind of like what we've done up here, where raw ingredients come in from the bottom, so we could put that like here. Say make gear wheels please, and see how much overkill this is or isn't. I would imagine it is overkill. I would imagine that this... No, it's not. It's actually not quite enough. But that's fine. We got these. 0.195 net machines. What? Oh, was that one? That one was never in range anyway. Perfect. Brilliant. Brilliant. Can I move this then so it is in fact in range of more beacons? No. Well, that's really annoying. Because that means when I try and tile it across, this one will not actually be in range. So like... Maybe I'll do it like this. You could then do it in pairs. But I'd like it to be tileable, even though it doesn't really make any sense. It's gonna look odd. I don't really see any other way around it. Can't get this close enough. It could go there as well, because the output is gonna go like this. Because then this singularity beacon is going to go there like that, and that's going to go in like this, and then we don't need one of these. And then the output's going to be the same output we've done on the other ones, like this. And this one's going to drop near. But yeah, as I say, this is still under, so we do need a beacon. It's just putting it somewhere that doesn't trigger my grid sensibilities, but equally, who cares? Alright, so then 6 of these is just about bang on. I mean, the other option would be to go mental on one assembly machine. I should probably just leave this here just in case. Is to go ham on one assembly machine and see if we can get that to output enough on its own, and if we can, then we'll do something else. But I fear that this is not going to work. Without the beacons, 7,000 per minute, 7,050 per minute, and we need 14,000. So if we're putting 2 of these down, feeding 2 outputs into 6 machines, we may as well just do it like this. Personally, for me, it is the same as up here. Like, each one of these advanced assembly machines making advanced transport belts, whatever the second tier is called. They call advanced? Fast, sorry. Are overproducing by a bit, to the point where the whole thing, there's more than one machine of excess here, but just having a 1-to-1 ratio of everything like this just makes tiling things a lot easier. And it just looks nicer, right? It just looks nicer. Okay, so that's just about right. I mean, I suppose if we're going to do it, if we're putting half singularity beacons here like this, we may as well see what this does. Yeah, it's not quite enough. What about a whole singularity beacon? 0.973. Was that more or less than this? Yeah, more. That's fine. Alright, we'll leave it like this. So then the Immersium can come in like this. And then we'll do this 6 times. That's fine. I can stay there. These can go. 1. Hilarious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not going to be where it's going to finish, of course. Never is. Can these go? These can go here, and then they power absolutely everything. Of course, then this pylon doesn't reach, but whatever, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Just make sure we're all good. Perfect. Perfect. Only a 1/10 of a machine excess, that's fine. So then these transport belts are all good. One belt of engine units, 2 belts of lithium batteries, 2 belts of this, and 2 belts of this. Makes 5,016. Excellent, you love to see it. Let's do that, shall we? Let's get rid of these, because they don't make a lot of sense. Let's try and work out the best way to do this. I suppose we should... excuse me, I suppose we should set the train stations up first. Everything's 2 belts except the engine units. So I mean, I really want to just put the stations in order of the ingredients, which might be what I have been doing. No, that can't be what I've been doing. It doesn't matter. Basically, it doesn't matter. And because everything only needs 2 belts, we can just use our bog standard simple unloader here, like this. Actually, just give me everything. Just give me everything. Everything that's not the infinity chests and the train stop names is fine by me. Because then that's 1. I'm not going to count out loud, you know numbers, I'm assuming. 4. So did this ever need to be a double high grid? Was this overkill as well? I think it was. I think it was overkill in the same way that this one was overkill. This one obviously is not. This one's fine. And also I was thinking about doing this. Something along these lines. Moving it all down 1 and having... I can flip it. Like having 2 stations like this almost. Each unloading only 4 belts, just to have train throughput not be a complete nightmare. But again, doesn't matter. Chaz with 1Z. Alright, so let's sort this out, because we can make this a regular grid square. Please. Should I just make infinite reach? Should I just get an infinite reach mod? Leave that there for now. Why are these full? Things are working, right? What happened 20 minutes ago? I don't know. Things are working. I think it was just 20 minutes. As I say, I did nothing in between sessions. So I think 20 minutes ago was just the trains coming in to sort this out. Let's not worry too much about that. Let's just bung the original station grid template back down here. Slots in very nicely. Get rid of you. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Too close to existing rail signal. I said I would fix that, but you can't actually overwrite a chain signal with a regular signal in a blueprint, which I'm not sure. Maybe you can. Maybe I'm wrong with that. I didn't think you could. You can by hand, right? You can by hand. You can do that by hand. Backwards and forwards. But if you go like this, even shift clicking doesn't do it. So there's actually no reason, or in fact way, to have a T junction and a T section and an I section that play nicely together, because unless you have these two here as the same rail signals, but that would just break your T junction. So I don't actually think there is I mean, I might be wrong on this. Feel free to let me know in the comments. Engagement. He's driving engagement with this question. He's a genius. What to do about it, but I think we might actually just be stuck with every time. If you know of a way to make sure that doesn't happen either. I think we might just be stuck with having to do that small little piece of housekeeping every single time of just deleting the rail signals. And there's probably a mod, right? It's probably a mod. It's always a mod. Okay, good. All good, all good, all good, all good, all good, all good. Right. Put the infinity chests back down. Empty. So it was one lane of batteries. I don't know why these are here. I should probably just get rid of them. One lane of batteries. I know this isn't particularly enthralling. This section. This section of the build process. Is that in a roboport? It is. No, it's in mine. No, it's fine, it's fine. It's on its way. There it is. I'm very tired, and as I say, I've left this one quite late. Electric engines next. Makes no difference. I've left the recording of this episode quite late, so I am not then in a position afterwards to do any editing. So, as much as I would like to make this a bit of a tighter, focused episode, I'm kind of just needing to bust out some content, to be honest with you. Plates. There is something to be said, of course, for doing the old... what is it? Getting an assembly machine. I thought that was powered. Why would you lie to me? Where's the... there it is, smelt crafting. I need the rare metals and the imersite powder for that one. Okay, no, ignore that. Don't do that. That's a garbage idea. That is a garbage idea. Right, just get the plates in. Alright, then we can hook this up. Do we want it close or far away? Let's make it as close as it can be. So it was... oh god, why? Yeah, 2 lanes of everything except electric engine units. So tech cards needs to be 2 lanes. That's in the wrong place. 2 lanes. Turn my roboport back on, so then every lane just needs to be like this. One lane of... why? Why have I done it again? Electric engine units, 1 lane of... I mean, you don't really need this priority splitter here, but it you know, it's nice. And then another 2 lanes of batteries. So then you go there like that, there like that. There we go. Oh my goodness me. How on earth did I manage that one? Oh. No. Should Control Z undo everything that happened whilst your left mouse cursor was pressed? Right? If I do that and I do it in one smooth motion and then I let go of my left mouse here and I Control Z, it still undoes 1 belt at a time. That's because if you overshoot by 1 belt and you press Control Z, if you're like, oh, that's 1 too long, then that's good, right? What about if you, like, the rail sections could hold shift? I know. It's not that, is it? It's when you do this. Should you be able to do this with belts as well? See, belts can't turn, can they? But if you do that... I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. As I say, desperate for content. Your boy's desperate for content. And then this was 2 belts of gear wheels, wasn't it? Not gear wheels, 2 belts of plates, which turn into gear wheels, yes. So we can just take one of these. Not that pylon, thank you. And flip it. Glip it. Nice. It's a bit too high. Why are these pylons even still here? It's a bit too high, of course. Also, you press cut often when you actually want to delete, because it's easier to do Control X because you've done Control X 10,000 times in your life. Whereas the deconstruction planner shortcut is Alt D, which yes, I could change. You're right. You're right. What else we got here? This. Let's tidy this up. This doesn't need to be this at all. And arguably, you could get rid of these splitters completely. Get rid of the belts like after the 3rd one, but let's just be safe. Alright, that's the build. That is the build, except for the output, of course. Probably should fix that. Squeak through is less good when you have such a high movement speed. That's my analysis. Okay, 2 belts of batteries. Copy, please. Why? My fat fingers always somehow manage to hit C and V at the same time. No, it was only 1 belt of engine units. No, I'm a fool. Yes, I definitely wanted 340 odd engine units in my inventory. Thanks. Alright, where's it going then? What's the answer? The answer? No, that's the question. My god. My god. I am past it. We decided that having it further down was better. But this one is the kind of one where maybe having it in the middle is fine, because these first 3 can just go up and across, and then the Immersium plates can basically just be where they are. They can just stay there, stay in line. Functionally it makes no difference. Of course, it never does. You might save a few belts, which is not a concern in infinite resource mode. But, you know, aesthetics are important. I said I'd tidy these up and I never did I? I think for some, when you've got inputs going on both sides, I feel like maybe just having it aligned like this is fine. Or maybe even like this, because that's going to be like that. Or maybe I could just bung it down here. I'm going to put it here and we'll see how horrible it looks. We'll start from the bottom. It's not powered, so whatever. Just do 1 space on the belt for this because we're not using splitters at this point. So 2 spaces between stuff like this before, but that's a different set of circumstances. Could move that over by a few belts, but I think it's fine. Yeah, that's okay, isn't it? That's alright. And mining productivity finished. Let's queue some more up. How much are these? 3? Oh my god, they're so high. In fact, a robot speed is now faster than those, so let's do that. And then... there, this one. Oh, and I suppose the fuel as well, just for the sake of completeness. I got rid of these power poles and I'm really not sure if I should have done. Should that have gone there? Okay, nice. Alright, okay. That needs some standardization as well there, because now I'm going to have to connect these up like this. And that is different to all the other stations. Well, it's not different to this one, because these two are doing nothing. Oh, that's because that's all the way down there. That's right. So that pylon still exists. That pylon still exists. So does that one. Oh, it's because those are so close enough to the top that they're actually... Okay. So these are not needed. It is this pylon that is needed. with this like there, like that. Okay, I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of that, but whatever. It would be nice if everything just was working like that, but oh, it would have been really good if that. I'm gonna make sure it just does that. Alright, let's turn it on, I guess. Quite sure how is the best way to get this powered up, but whatever. Alright, go! And of course, this has had no effect. Drop far. Why do you have to do drop near on? I mean, I should know this. They drop on... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let's find out. I can pad this episode out with some of this as well. This is content. This is content. Right, do this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Remove unfiltered items. Okay. What will happen? You tell me. The Coke. Hello? No, they're the wrong way around. Not that it matters, it's obviously still. So it's on the right hand side in direction of travel. Is that correct? So if you're looking here and your dude's looking this way, this is the right hand side of the belt. And then when you're looking this way, this is your right hand side. This is your right. So it's the right hand side in direction of travel. So then this would make it the left hand side in direction of travel by changing it to drop near, yes. So then in so what is happening over there is that the right hand side in direction of travel is the same because they're facing in opposite directions. This is this inserter's right. No, this is this inserter's left. But it's the right hand side of the belt in the direction of travel. It's actually nothing to do with the way the inserter's facing. The inserters just drop on the right hand side of the belt. So this direction of travel phrase that I've somehow picked up from somewhere is actually irrelevant. But then changing this to drop near or drop far that does nothing. Whereas changing this one to drop near and drop far does change the side of the belt. That's what I don't understand. Is it because it's not because it's an underground, is it? Oops. It's still the right hand side. That's still the right hand side of the belt. I wonder if that's a bug. Bring me the... Wow, F1 opens that screen. I thought F1 opened the help screen. Give me the tips and tricks screen, please, for Krastorio. Insert a hotkey. Change the transport belt lane where the inserters drop items. Successfully changing the drop lane. Wow, that did not help me at all. Okay, the answer is nobody knows. The answer is it is a mystery. Meanwhile, while we were faffing around with that, what is advanced tech card production like? Everything's so exactly spot on that all of these are just changing around. Yeah, well, we were faffing around for the best part of 5 minutes. Alright, let's bung the game speed up a bit. It's fine, I don't know, it's just not working. This one is, as I say, relatively simple in comparison. These belts are not as full as I'd like, but everything's working. This also doesn't fill me with dread about the amount of input this is going to need. Simple 1 and 2 belts of each is fine, right? That's easy. That's easy. This one, oh god, good lord. Nightmare. Pure nightmare. What? Oh, that's just the components. Okay. Dyson Sphere has a favourites, and then you have like a thing where you can say I want to see all of my favourite items. So you can just call all of your science cards favourite number 1. And when you want to see a science production, you can click favourites number 1. That would be nice, wouldn't it? If you're watching, nobody, get on that. So Singularity overproduces, correct? Oh, who knows? Whatever. We're not going to know for sure until we get rid of all of the... Infinity Chest ones, because these are just making a whole belt. So, wow, look, with the game speed so high, it looks like it's going backwards. Because these produce a whole belt, so they're vastly overproducing 400 a minute, so there's always going to be some weirdness. We might have to turn the trains off and, like, delete all of this to get all of the tech cards out of the system. Wait for all of these to be full from their real production methods, and then set them off from scratch. But equally, that's more trouble than it's worth. Oh, I didn't change this. That also would help. Control, Shift, right click. Shift, left click. Right, now you're called advanced tech cards. Oh, you need to go. You're going to the other one now, correct? Yes, correct. Okay, alright, and then you can go. I knew I'd forgotten something. Full of train fuel now. Oh no, this blueprint still has the flipping light reinforced plates on it. Remember when I had that? Brilliant. Quick, tiles. Only. No, entities. Normal. Tiles. Be gone. Okay, fixed it. Fixed it. Nice. You can see how quickly these trains load when there's a whole train's worth in there. Pretty quick. I think that's probably going to be it from me. I'm knackered. And we did it, and it wasn't a completely laborious task. It was actually quite fun and interesting. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please let me know with a comment and a thumbs up. And if you want to see more Factorio vs Megabase, make sure to subscribe. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed recently. Subscriber count is trickling up ever so slowly. And that's good to see. I appreciate it very much. Other than that, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.